Hello, I'm Captain Rich Green. Welcome aboard Horizon Watch. Today, instead of talking about the latest headlines or geophysical events, I thought I'd take a few minutes to introduce myself. I'll tell you a little about who I am, where I come from, and why I decided to start Horizon Watch. I've spent most of my adult life on the ocean. For decades, I've worked as a professional mariner, navigating ships across the Atlantic, the Gulf of Mexico, and the Caribbean. I've sailed the waters off Brazil and the Grand Banks of Newfoundland. I've experienced calm seas that look like glass and storms that remind you just how powerful nature can be. The ocean has a way of teaching lessons that are difficult to learn anywhere else. It teaches patience, humility, and responsibility. And above all, it teaches you to pay attention. As a captain, you're responsible for far more than simply getting a ship from one place to another. Every decision affects the safety of the crew, the vessel, and the mission. You learn to study the weather, monitor changing conditions, and prepare for problems before they happen. You always have a backup plan. Over the years, I realized that those same principles apply far beyond the bridge of a ship. They apply to life, to business, to our families, and even to our planet. That realization planted the seed for Horizon Watch. Outside of my career at sea, I've always been fascinated by how things work: history, science, navigation, and technology. I enjoy the stories that often don't make the front page, not because I believe every unusual claim, quite the opposite. I enjoy asking questions, looking at evidence, and trying to understand how different pieces fit together. Sometimes the answer confirms what we know, and sometimes it challenges it. Either way, the search itself is worthwhile. People occasionally ask me if Horizon Watch is about science, history, boating, or adventure. The answer is yes. It's all of those things. We'll talk about geophysical changes, solar activity, maritime operations, and exploration. My hope is that every episode leaves you with something interesting to think about. Another reason I started this is for the stories. That's why you'll see interviews with business owners, researchers, fellow mariners, and people from all walks of life. Sometimes the most valuable lessons don't come from famous people, but from ordinary people who've mastered their craft. Since this is our first Spotlight episode, I should mention that you're joining me at the very beginning of this journey. Right now, many of these videos are being created while I'm still working aboard ship, using AI tools to help bridge the gap. Think of these first episodes as the launch of the voyage. The destination is much bigger. Over the coming months, you'll see better production, more guests, field reports, and a growing community. I don't claim to have all the answers. I'm simply someone who's learned that good decisions begin with careful observation. Whether you're navigating a ship or navigating life, paying attention to the horizon matters. That's what Horizon Watch is all about. Thank you for taking a few minutes to get to know me. I'm Captain Rich Green. Welcome aboard Horizon Watch. I'll see you in the next episode.